2009 when I first kind of heard about the idea of Jackalope, and I had just moved to Nashville and didn't have any friends at the time, which was tough, but met Bailey actually through my brother-in-law, who was at Vanderbilt Law School with her, and Bailey was kind of known throughout the law school as a beer-loving person who also liked kind of throwing parties from time to time, and so I went to one of Bailey's parties where she was brewing beer and serving her guests, and got to try Jackalope. And I remember telling her, I said, if you're ever really going to do this, I would love to be a part of it. And so, that's how I kind of became involved. And in the year and a half to come, she taught me how to brew, and eventually, when we opened the doors in 2011, we were brewing together almost every single batch.
The time I thought about starting a brewery was actually the summer after my first year of law school. I was working with some other law students, and we were talking about what we would do if we could do anything. And somebody else actually said they would start a brewery, and I was like, that's a great idea. I didn't know anything about brewing beer or anything. I just loved craft beer and loved the idea of kind of having your own business and being able to make beer and help the community that way. So I started brewing, and I think before I'd even brewed a beer, we had the name for Jackalope. The name Jackalope came from my childhood belief in jackalopes, which are a mix between a jackrabbit and an antelope. And some people think they're mythical, some people think they're real, and it kind of became a joke with my friends, and my friend gave me a t-shirt with a jackalope on it that says, "Believe in yourself." So when it was like, I'm going to not practice law, I'm going to, do something a little different, it's like, believe in yourself. There's moments over the years where you realize that it matters to more people than just yourselves. Even just like people would want to propose at the brewery, and you're like, oh, this place actually holds significance to you for a reason I would never know about. And I think that's a really fun thing, and it makes you feel good about what you've created, that it actually holds significance to people you don't even know. And, and then to people that we do. I think I really like listening to everybody's kind of jackalope stories of how they ended up working here, whether they've been here a long time or they're new, and kind of what your experience is here. And so, certainly this past year with COVID, seeing everybody's support for us, and the way our team just kind of rolled with it and created some really beautiful things.
I stumbled onto Jackalope looking for a brewery, and it was trivia night, so the tap room was kind of packed. We sat at the bar, and the two bartenders were amazing, and they just kind of, made us feel at home, and it was awesome. And so we went back a couple weeks later, and then we went back a couple weeks later, and so I just kind of sort of became a regular that they couldn't get rid of. Eventually, I decided to see, they were going to hire a few more people, and so it worked out. I got to get behind the bar, which was a whole other experience, but it was awesome. How we felt behind the bar, we want to take that to the customers that we then serve. And so, just trying to make it feel like home, trying to be kind, and just, and usually there's just some really amazing people that come through, and, it's just a lot of fun.
We knew we wanted our brand to be fun. I think people come to beer for different reasons, and for me, I'm someone who I like to entertain. I like people to just have a nice time, and so and to be a little playful and colorful. I like color. And I wanted to bring that into the world, and so I thought by putting some kind of focus on our beers, that would also kind of help people recognize our brand. The mythical, we started with Thunderan, Bearwalker, and Rompo, which is, at least retired for now. Really just with those three, we wanted them to have a lot of style and be very different and kind of be intriguing, be like, what's this about? And it was just another layer of people getting to know us, because I feel like that's a big part of craft beer is people drink local or craft beer because they feel like they have a connection with that brand and the people behind it.
Beer is supposed to be fun, and that's like at the core of everything is that when people get together to have a beer, that is hopefully a fun and community-oriented moment. Having a can that has awesome art on it that looks fun is really important, and that you can look down and kind of make it smile. I love like the poems on the cans. Reading those, they're just fun. They capture kind of what the legend that we're trying to portray, and that's just another example of trying to bring a smile to people's face while they're drinking beer.
I wanted to be an environmental lawyer when I was interested in the environment. Sustainability and conservation has always been very important to me since I was a kid. And so I knew that was going to be a part of Jackalope's mission was sustainability. And so as we've grown, we've been able to make bigger moves in that direction. So, now we're a Tennessee Sustainable Spirit, which is basically a state program showing your commitment to environmental practices. We compost, we recycle, we make a lot of our decisions based on trying to become a zero waste organization. I think our biggest thing is our CC, which is our CO2 recapture system, which we're kind of on the ground level of for small breweries. We were, I think, the third in the country to get one. So, it's a beta, when you're on the front end of anything, there's always going to be glitches, but I think what I really appreciate is that our team is really committed to it, and they understand that it matters to us for more than just saying it, that it's part of a bigger picture.
What started before I even started working here was the friendship with the bartenders and the friendship with the people behind the scenes. And once I started working here, it just grew. And some of these people are my absolute closest friends, and it feels like a family. And I think that's probably, one of the reasons we all love it so much is that we all feel like family.